Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel, and I'm back in Queensbury at the former site of the Queensbury station. As we all know, this station was famous for its 3 railway lines that diverted away from this famous station. Now I have brought a previous video on how this station actually operated. So as we all remember, there was a line that ran between here in Queensbury to Keighley, and I'm going to bring you the first part between here towards Thornton station and maybe get a look at the portal of the Wellheads tunnel. Today we're going to be exploring the line from the northern junction of Queensbury station. We'll be taking a look at the history and some of the relics around the section between the northern junction and the Thornton Viaduct. We'll conclude part 1 just before the Thornton Viaduct. Now, if you have been watching the channel in the past year, I have done this line in dribs and drabs. So I've actually explored the tunnels at Doe Park and Hammershill, as well as the Denholm station, also the Willesden station and the Hewenden Viaduct. So today I'm going to take you on a venture, the first part of the line that branched off here at Queensbury's North Junction. Now, just before we head up the line, you might be able to just see in the distance there's a big chimney. Now, this is near towards Brow Lane. Now, what's quite historical about this chimney is it's got some history on Bradford City Football Club. Now, it was meant to have been known as Clayton Fire Clay Brickworks, which was founded in 1880. Now, it is a grade 2 listed chimney from 1890, and it was erected by Julius Whitehead's son Cloud. So it's got enamelled brick panels on the chimney, and it's said to represent the FA Cup, celebrating Bradford City's win in the 1911 FA Cup final, when following a goalless draw after extra time at the Crystal Palace, the team captain Jimmy Spears headed the only goal in the replay at Old Trafford. So that chimney apparently does represent an FA Cup win by Bradford City. Now, I'm unsure if that is 100% correct, so you guys might know better than me. So if you do know, please leave a comment in the box and let me know. So I've just headed off the track bed down this little path here, just to come and have a look at this bridge that carries you over Brow Lane. Look at that. It's a nice stone wall. You've got a little bit of metal hanging off the side here. And it's been fenced off the side. It's quite a steep hill. But there you can just see that chimney that I was telling you about just beyond in the distance there. I don't know if you can see it. So back onto the track bed now before we head up the line. It does say that just at the North Junction that there was a signal box that was just to the left. Now, I believe that this little bit of rubble here is potentially the remains of the signal box. There's nothing left but vegetation, and there's a tree that's grown above, but I do think that's the remains of the signal box. So the back that way is the North Junction. We're going to head this way now, and you can see that the track bed does actually slope up. Now, this has actually been converted into the Great Northern Railway Trail, which for majority of the sections of the line, Sustrans have converted the whole line into a pathway. You can see here how it has been infilled, so I'm assuming that track bed level will have been still at a lower level, and I seem to have infilled it into more of a gradient, as you can see. So just taking another look back, you can see how much of a gradient that I've had to walk up to get up here. And as you get to the top, it does actually level out. Now it was built for 2 tracks. It's a really nice day today. So let's head along the line and see what we'll come across. Nice little wooden bench here. I normally assume that they're built out of old railway sleepers, but I don't think they were. So I've come across this little crossing here, and it looks like we've got a couple of salvaged railway sleepers. You can clearly tell they were railway sleepers because you can see the holes where the track chairs would have been fitted in. So back that way is Queensbury. We're now heading towards Thornton. So I'm now at a road named Headley Lane. The line headed across. Now I think it was a bridge that has been demolished. I think here this is an abutment for the bridge that would have come across here, and if we just cross the road, it looks here like this was an embankment. Could just see a little railway fence post up there. This would have been the embankment that would have carried the line across down towards Thornton. So it looks like they've built a path that's alongside the embankment, and then they've put these massive stones here to kind of protect the old embankment from falling. So this would have still been our track bed here. You can see here an old railway post, or was it like a signal post? This is where you can see the embankment still remains, and it levels out at the top. So you can see how they've pushed. I think this is all the remains of the old bridge that used to carry the line across Headley Lane. Just found here an old fish plate that's literally just buried into this tree. You can see where the track chairs would have fitted in. As I say, it's a really nice day today, however it is quite windy. So I'm hoping that by the time I get to the Thornton Viaduct, the wind goes away, because I want to be able to get some nice drone shots of that viaduct. Now it looks like here we've entered into a small cutting. Now it looks small from here, but I'm wondering if they did have to higher up the ground level when they converted the track into the cycleway. Now it looks like here we've entered into a small cutting. Now it looks small from here, but I'm wondering if they did have to higher up the ground level when they converted the track into the cycleway. Just come towards this stone bridge, which has a access over the top. Now I think that's new because it looks to me like there was an original bridge that was here, but it's been demolished and then this one's been built over. So it looks like a nice stone bridge, and it looks like there have been some little repairs. You can see that there was some construction done because it looks like these were probably some fasteners or some supports for the old bridge. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head back on top of the bridge and get some views from up there. So you've got this these metal stairs for public access. It's a nice rural land here. You've got the city of Bradford just to the left over there. This is looking back towards Queensbury. And this is where we're going to continue our venture towards the Thornton Viaduct. Well, this isn't something that you'd come to randomly on a railway line. We've got like a little chicken farm. Salvage railway sleeper just here. I'm not sure what its purpose is today, but you can tell it is a sleeper. As we continue towards Thornton Viaduct, the line ran across what we can see down there as High Berks Beck. So just headed off the track bed. You can see the embankment that I was walking across. And I just came down to have a look at this bridge. So it looks like a farmer's access bridge that carried the line towards the Thornton Viaduct. Before I head back up to the Thornton Viaduct, I'm just going to take a little stroll down towards the Beck. I'll give you a little view of the beck, or the stream that ran underneath the line. So anyway, we're going to head back up onto the line and take you on towards Thornton Viaduct. So I've just headed back up. There's a little public gate that you can get down there, and I've just come through to get back onto the line. So getting back that way is Queensbury. Back this way, we've got Thornton. You can clearly see how the line slopes up. Track bed would have been at a lower level and it would have headed through here. Now you can see that there's literally not there, but you can see there some stonework which shows and indicates that there was a bridge here. So what they've done is they've filled the bridge in with earth. Now you can clearly see a lot of drainage here, but it's completely overgrown. But here you can see where the earth has been filled in. If I go to the other side, you can literally just see this was a bridge. See the stonework here? So passing under here would have been our train heading under this road. So the bridge ran over what was known as Headley Lane. So if I walk to the other side, you can just see here that this is where the bridge would have come out here and into this cutting, which you can clearly see is a big quagmire. But they have built a path to walk down the side, so let's go down. So just another view of that infill bridge, and it absolutely stinks down here. There's even a duck. But yeah, it looks like it's a stream. But this would have been railway track bed. You can see the cutting was here, so it looked like it was a fairly deep one actually. But my gosh, it smells, it really does stink down here. It smells like a sewage works. Coming towards another stone bridge. This was known as Upper Headley. I'm not sure it was for, and apparently there was a quarry, or there is a quarry somewhere over the hill. So here's the stone bridge. It looks like it's got made of stone and brick. You can see it looks like it's got red brick and made of stone bases. So we've reached Thornton Viaduct, but before we go in, I just want to give this place a mention. So if you're ever walking down this line, the Junction Lodge, if you're ever passing by, calling here for a coffee, I definitely recommend it.